Endermen as we know them have been in Minecraft since release 1.0, and their design hasn't changed in all that time, 20 updates and 12 years later. It's a simple design, being lean and sporting a black textured skin, bright purple eyes, as well as emitting purple particles. It's an intimidating mob, even before you look it in the eyes. But did you know that Endermen used to look surprisingly different than what we know today? The first ever mention of what would eventually become the Enderman was around July 26, 2011, when Notch posted an image on his Google Plus account, showing the new, creepy mob, as he described it. Enhancing the image gives us a much better view of what these first Endermen looked like. Looking closely at them, they have no real eyes at all, just bright, soulless white pixels to contrast the rest of the mob. Interestingly, the eyes are 2 pixels of pure white. Does that remind you of any other Minecraft character out there? Perhaps Notch wanted to capitalize on the popular, unsettling and creepy side of Minecraft. By July 29th of 2011, Notch had revealed the mob's mechanics, that they would be peaceful unless you looked straight at them, and that they would rush as soon as you broke their gaze. They would also teleport as a means of attack. Finally, on the 9th of September, Endermen were officially introduced into Minecraft as part of the Beta 1.8 pre-release 1. These Endermen were quite different from what we'd seen in previous screenshots, having long, thin, glowing green eyes and emitting black smoke around them. They also sounded like zombies for some reason and could pick up literally any block, including bedrock, spawners, and the walls of your house. But anyways, along with this introduction of the Enderman came a new item, the Ender Pearl. Presumed to be the eye of the Enderman due to its green colour, this dropped from the Enderman upon its death. Having no use, it could be stacked up to 64. Then, on September 13th, 2011, the Enderman had its appearance changed for the final time with no explanation as to why. Its eyes became a bright purple, and its black smoke turned into purple particles, the same found in nether portals. In Beta 1.9 pre-release 1 to 3, Enderman mechanics became far more refined, teleporting away when hit with projectiles, only being able to pick up specific blocks, getting a health buff of 10 hearts, giving it a total of 20 hearts, and getting its iconic sounds. The Ender Pearl also saw some mechanic implementation, stacking to 16, introducing player teleportation, and adding the ability to be crafted into Eyes of Ender. Now just a side note for later consideration, it's a strange process. You kill an Enderman to get an Ender Pearl, not an Eye of Ender. Then you travel to a different dimension where Endermen never or rarely go. Get a rod from another mob and combine it with whatever a pearl is, to then create the Eye of Ender. Stranger still is that the Eye of Ender is not the purple colour of an Enderman's eye. Instead it's a rich green we all know it to be today. Now the Stronghold was added in Beta 1.8 pre-release 1, and the Portal Room was added in Beta 1.9 pre-release 3, at the same time as the Eyes of Ender. This gave Eyes of Ender a use, leading you to the Stronghold that allowed you to fill in the portal frames, that, in Beta 1.9 pre-release 4, finally allowed you to enter the end. The End is a single island and devoid of nothing. Only Endermen spawn on this island, except for one other occupant, the Ender Dragon. Like the Enderman, it has bright purple eyes, emits purple portal particles, and eventually, in Release 1.9, produces a fireball attack, leaving lingering dragon's breath as purple particles, which damage the player, but only cause the Enderman to teleport away without taking damage. Now that's basically the end of the story for the Enderman. They've essentially stayed the same since then, with just some mechanic and gameplay changes made. But I have questions. Why were the Enderman's eyes changed from green to purple with no explanation? Why, when Eyes of Ender were added, were they green and not purple like the actual eyes of the Enderman? What part of an Enderman is an Ender Pearl, if not its eye? And why does the blaze powder of a blaze rod turn an Ender Pearl into an Eye of Ender? Now nothing in Minecraft directly tells us the answers, but I'd like to give you my opinion on what I think the answers are. I like to think that the true form of the Enderman are the ones with green eyes, the originals. I like to think that the ones we see today are possessed by the Ender Dragon who infects them with the lingering dragon's breath, making them emit purple particles and turning their eyes purple. But when you kill an Enderman, the dragon's breath leaves their body dramatically, damaging the eyes as it evaporates, leaving you with the green, glossy Ender Pearl. A damaged eye that normally holds the abilities to allow the Enderman to teleport and to guide it home, but now in a damaged state can only sustain short distance teleportation. But they can be repaired, somehow, using blaze powder, Maybe it has some kind of magical property, which is why it's also used to create every potion in the game, including potions of healing. But anyway, the eye is healed by the blaze powder, works normally, and can guide you back to the Enderman's home. This is where you find the Ender Dragon possessing all on the island. While you fight the dragon, you notice that a few of the Endermen also try to fight too. This could be some of the more strong-willed Endermen fighting against the effects of the dragon's breath, in order to help you defeat the Ender Dragon. Anyways, the dragon is defeated, and in reality nothing happens. Endermen remain the same, but in my headcanon, the effects of the dragon's breath wear off, and the Endermen regain their green eyes. They help summon a portal back home for you, and another for you to visit ancient structures they built before they were possessed, now infested with pest shulker boxes. Endermen no longer have a use for these structures, or the loot inside. After so long possessed, their bodies and abilities have changed, and they are far more evolved than when they first became possessed. But anyways, if you made it this far into the video, maybe leave a like and subscribe. This is a very different kind of video for me, and I hope you enjoyed. So, thanks for watching, and laters!